like a Hellcat.
What's up, Laugh Traffic? Thanks for tuning in to the Laugh Lab podcast with Sean and TJ. The handle for us on Instagram is right here. That's the main one, but we would love it if you'd follow us here on Facebook and right here, right in front of my face on Twitter. Okay? So go there and you can follow us on all of those. But another important one is to give us the like on the video if you like the video. If you don't like the video, just don't like it. But if you do like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a ton to us and it really helps us out. And we really want to do this podcast as an audio podcast as well. But right now it's free. So we just want to make sure people are going to listen. So if we're gonna get some smashes on the subscribes and the likes, then what we'll do is we'll invest a little bit in some audio ended stuff and get on iTunes and all that stuff, which would be great. I would love to do that. We're going to get into the Kentucky montage and all of the wonderful things that we present to you here at the Laugh Lab podcast. But first, we got to hear from the good folks over at SeatGeek. I've told you about this app, and if you haven't downloaded it to your phone, download it to your phone. What it's going to do is when you search for tickets to anything, concert, Broadway show, a race, whatever you want, it's going to scan the web for you. It's going to find you the best deals. It'll rate those deals. It'll rate them on a scale from 0 to 10. Not only will it rate them from 0 to 10, but it'll color coordinate them with green dots, meaning it's a great deal. With a yellow dot, that means it's an okay deal. Red dot, that means pump the brakes. Go shop it somewhere else or go scalp them at the track. Whatever you got to do. If you use promo code ACAA at checkout, you can receive $20 off that first purchase. Save a little bit of cash for a soda pop or a couple beers at the race or whatever event you decide to go to. So go there, use promo code ACAA at checkout. Get the $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event, and we have the tickets. So thank you to SeatGeek. All right, so now as I go through and I think about the race, and I thought, the beginning was pretty exciting and the end was really exciting, but not a whole lot of in the middle, kind of. Bear with me, buddy, bear with me. Unless you're a race fan, and we will get into all that. But first, before we do, this week's montage brought to you by SeatGeek. Here it is.
There's a gap between 1 and 2. Kurt Busch has that lead over Joey Logano, the one over the 22, as they enter turns 3 and 4 for the final time of this stage. A week ago, it was Lightning that stole the win away at Daytona. Nobody's going to steal this stage win away from Kurt Busch. He'll get the win in stage 1.
Down into turn 1 here. Really loses the bag, just gets really loose, and they're going so fast in full throttle. There's no way of saving that.
The center of the corner speed is so fast with this package. As you said, they use so much throttle, and when you lose grip, you lose a ton of it, and you lose it fast, and Jimmy just never could catch up.
Here comes Logano. He looks to the inside. This is for the lead. As soon as the green flag pit stop cycle, he came down to try to block. Logano takes the spot away.
Crossover move.
But that's okay for Joey. Joey's okay with that as long as he can stay side by side with him. Look at it, side draft down the back straightaway.
He's not giving up. Kyle Busch fighting once again on the inside.
Joey has the line he wants, so that's where he wants to be on the outside. That slide job. That's what that was. He overdrove the corner and slid in front of the 18, and the 18 was able to get back to him. But Joey had what he wanted. He had the outside of him.
Here comes Kurt Busch. He takes the lead away from his brother. But now, Kyle Busch fighting back. Contact made as they go into 1. The Busch brothers, side by side. Tire rub like Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch now fighting on the inside. Once again, Kurt Busch making that outside line work.
What does Jones do here if these two get together?
Coming out of turn 4. Kurt Busch with the advantage. Kyle Busch slides. Kurt Busch will win.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I mean,
Mom made pizza rolls.
pizza rolls. That's all you really need for an interview is the hell yeah. Now, Kurt Busch wins stage 1. Kyle Busch wins stage 2. Kurt Busch wins the race. And a dramatic finish, just spectacular, and I can't wait to get into it all. But let's hear from Kyle. I want to know from all of you, I want to know from TJ, is Kyle has grown up, okay? He at least showed he was humble on the outside after the race. Here's what he had to say.
What was the finish of that race like for you?
Glad it was a thriller. Just unfortunately we were on the wrong end of the deal for everybody at M&M's and Toyota, Interstate Batteries, all the folks that get us to where we're at. But congratulations to Kurt and Chip and Monster, all the guys over there. It's obviously cool to put on great races and great finishes, and been a part of a lot of them, and not very many. In fact, none with my brother like that, so that was a first. But, no hard feelings. We'll move on.
He moved on all right. He moved on without his brother.
Yeah, he left him at the track. They flew there together. But I think if you're Kurt Busch, that's a good problem to have because you won.
It's a good problem to have, absolutely. But that's funny though, right? I mean,
it is pretty funny.
You got to acknowledge it. That's pretty funny. Kyle, I think you get a microphone shoved in your face immediately after a race.
Yeah.
A few years ago, Kyle's got more to say, and
or even nothing.
Or walk away, right? Like
yeah.
He used to, and just get in his golf cart and get back in his plane and ditch his brother.
Yeah.
So, exciting. Now, you've got two parents that have two sons that are elite drivers, both champions in the NASCAR, what the hell is it? NASCAR Monster Energy Series. And they both are coming down for the win at the end of a race that they pretty much dominated by the numbers. And you just got to be like, what an amazing moment for his parents.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, that's awesome. Really talented guys. I saw something on NASCAR.com that there was is Kurt Busch underrated? Why? Because what kind of stupid question is that? Seriously. No, freaking champion, first of all.
Yeah, I think that's a poor way of putting it, but I think Dale Jarrett had a better way of putting it, saying is Kurt Busch getting the amount of respect that he deserves for his time in the Cup Series, just because he doesn't. I don't know. I feel like it's true though, because he's outshined by a lot of people, and I think sometimes you forget that Kurt Busch is a champion, and he's been at so many places, so many different race teams, and he's won.
He's had personal struggles though that have taken him out of rides. He's had issues. He's had stuff happened with reporters. Yeah. If you remember back in the day, and no one wanted him, and Furniture Road took him for a year, and kind of almost resurrected him with a crap team. He won a race. He won Furniture Road's second race that they ever won the year before Martin took over. And if you remember, when the first year Martin took that team over, they were garbage. Kurt Busch won the year before in that car. So talented as hell. And we all remember Darlington with Ricky Craven when he drove the 97 Sharpie car, and that was amazing. And, you can't forget things like that. He's an excellent driver. I think you're right. Dale Jarrett did put it the best. I don't think he gets the respect, and that's why NASCAR.com actually proposed such a preposterous question. Of course, he's not underrated. No way. He's an excellent race car driver. Absolutely. By the way, he used to be my neighbor.
Oh, that's right.
He was my neighbor.
Penthouse at Town Center. Yeah,
we used to hang out at the same bar down in Town Center. So, anyways. Notable takeaways from the race weekend, TJ. We have learned with this package that not only is it exciting, not only do we rely on momentum, but we get a lot of passing. And in between the beginning wrecks and the end, dramatic finish at the end, we saw a lot of passing in that race in Kentucky that night. So, break it down for us, buddy. I know you got the stats.
Yeah, well, what triggered me to look up these stats was someone said that this race was trash right up until the last 3 laps, and I said, no way. But I think it's hard.
Which was my point in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where I said the beginning was exciting, the end was very exciting, but in between was a little fluff. But if you really break it down and look at it, TJ, it's freaking exciting. It's a great race.
And I also think TV plays a role in that because they can only show so much. But if you have apps and stuff where you can follow your driver and see how many passes he's making each night, it's pretty exciting. So just for instance, there's a stat called a quality pass, and what makes a pass quality pass is the number of times you're passing a car that's running in the top 15 while under green. So last year in 2018, the driver with the most quality passes was Larson with 40.
To be clear, we're only looking at passes in the top 15.
Yeah, just top 15 passes.
15, okay.
Yeah. So last year, the highest amount by one driver was Kyle Larson with 40 quality passes. This year alone, Logano was the top passer for 77 quality passes.
In the top 15.
In the top 15. And total quality passes, I had to break out my calculator for this. 2018 total quality passes was 550. Sounds like a lot, right? Yeah. Well, 2019, there was 1,161 quality passes.
In the top 50 passes by cars in the top 15 in one race.
Yeah, there was, I think, 11 or 13 people who had more than Kyle Larson's 40 from last year.
That's crazy. That's the package, man. That's
it
what
is.
And when we have drivers, I've only had the honor of being on one driver interview, but that's why I love that question. To see what these guys who drive these cars think about this package, because I know a lot of people that do not like this package. I love it.
Yeah, I there's times where I hate it, but I think I think actually the majority of the tracks probably it works really well.
I mean, it's proven. The numbers show it works great.
Yeah.
So
and there's no arguing with facts. So.
Yeah, facts don't care about your feelings. Some guys.
And I mean Kyle Busch, he's won the most races right this year, and he hates the package.
Kyle Busch and Martin both have 4.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
That Martin has 4 too.
Yes. Sorry. I won't forget next time.
Martin had a bad day. Him and Denny Hamlin, they got into a little bit. They were both talking smack on the radio, and they both thought the other one was at fault, obviously. But a little tempers flaring there. Martin's car not that great. A couple of guys who we expect to see up there at tracks like that, just kind of non-factors.
Yeah.
For the most part, Kevin Harvick struggled, and a couple other guys, but yeah, I thought it was great. I thought the race was great, but sometimes you gotta look at things other than, people spinning out and running into one another.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I mean, some people were like, oh, you'll just remember the last laps. And it's like, yeah, that might be true.
So, yeah.
And I mean, even if the race is boring from start to finish, you're always going to remember the last laps because you know who won. But, I don't know. I thought it was a great race.
What did the fans have to say, TJ? The Laugh Lap podcast, along with the Cuse Militia podcast, they are both, just ironically and coincidentally, the fans' voice.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Oh, must be a pretty popular saying. All right, so I asked on the Instagram account, which is right here.
No, it's here.
Oh, fine, it's right there. And I asked what you guys thought about the race, and Aiden NASCAR 2019 said the finish was bad, but
with an A.
Yeah.
I think we can say badass.
Oh, okay. It was badass. DTH98 gave it 5 thumbs up.
Wait, how?
With an emoji.
Freaking nature. Oh.
It's right here.
I've seen the one somewhere. The one is a bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be impressive. Aiden is racing with 2 underscores. Says, I thought it was actually quite good. Honestly, the best race I've ever seen at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Probably.
Martin's won the last 2 years, and he mopped the floor with them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we're talking, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'd be willing to bet 5-10 seconds ahead at the end of couple of those races. Well, at least one of them. There was only 2. And you can only win 2 in a row. Twice. once.
Right.
You win 2 in a row once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clone Picks with an underscore says in Germany.
Why are you emphasizing the underscores?
We're the underscore fam. Sorry.
Okay.
And he says in Germany we say da war was im Busch, and then in parentheses he says there was something in the bush. Now I don't know if it really translates to that, or maybe I said something.
You could have said, who knows? I could think
Yeah.
something really bad right now. I would just like to take note that it's still, well, it's only 83 degrees out right now, but
I'm
you're
sweating. It's so hot. I feel like I've run a marathon. I know what it's like to be a NASCAR driver now.
He's in his garage, and he is freaking sweating bullets right now. Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right, and then the last one for thoughts on the race was Geico Cup Series official, and he said pretty much what?
Is he really?
It's officially his. Pretty much like Chicagoland last year, pretty decent race, and an amazing finish.
Yeah, great finish. I mean, there's really no arguing with that. I didn't think Kurt had it. I thought when I saw the title rub, he was done.
Yeah, same.
And Kyle had the inside, and Kurt just put the pedal down to the metal, and he never lifted. So.
Yep. And then, so just for fun, I overheard Kyle Larson say that on his pit stop he wanted purple drink, so I picked out 5 quick ones for what's it worth. The lightning clock said royal purple synthetic motor oil. Pretty funny. Gracie Lynn said vodka and food coloring, obviously. Britton JC said blinker fluid. Ollie Handley 66 said Thanos blood. Jacob Hersner. Thanos blood. Thanos. One of those. Jacob Hersner said grape crush.
Jacob who?
Hersner.
He said what?
Purple crush.
Purple crush.
Like orange crush,
Right. You know who was on the purple drink?
Scissor.
The scissor. Yeah. Do you know who had a problem with that?
Who?
An NFL player.
Who was it?
Jamarcus Russell for the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought you meant. Never mind. Yeah, he had a problem drinking too much.
Purple drink.
Yeah, purple drink.
It's codeine syrup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cough syrup with ice, dog.
Yeah, like prescription cough syrup, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scissor.
Yo, I had bronchitis one time, and I got codeine cough syrup. That is no joke. You do not drink that stuff. Do not.
We are not prescribing this at all.
No, it is bad. So what's next? This week's power rankings brought to you by Sweaty Forehead of TJ. TJ, you go first. I went first last week. Wait, no, biggest winner, biggest loser.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay, and my biggest winner is Ryan Newman, because he gained a bunch of points on Jimmy Johnson. And Jimmy Johnson and Austin Dillon are my biggest losers.
Really?
Yeah. Austin Dillon, I think he wrecked pretty early, and Johnson had a terrible day too.
Well, this is my biggest winner is Mama Busch and Papa Busch.
Hey,
that's too easy for me. But my biggest loser though, man, that's so tough. So tough. Can you tell I didn't give this much thought?
I can tell you're giving it a lot of thought right now.
Austin, I'm gonna just agree with you. Make this easy. Austin Dillon.
Okay.
Okay.
My sweat agrees.
Okay. Yeah, your sweat does. Power rankings, TJ.
Power rankings.
Power rankings. Do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I got it already.
Oh, I don't.
I'll give you some time then. Fifth, I have Kurt Busch. He was in the running to win Daytona, and he's actually been probably the most consistent Chevy all year. And he won, obviously, this past weekend. So Kurt Busch is fifth. He's moved up to fifth. I dropped Kyle Larson out. I put Harvick in fourth. He's going into New Hampshire. He won there last year. And then Truex I think I dropped Truex to third. And then Kyle Busch second, and Joe Lowe is first.
Okay, I've got Truex in fifth. Yeah, I mean, just a poor showing the past couple of weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, he was not fast.
No, after winning 2 in a row there, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, then I'm gonna put Kurt in there at fourth, and then, I'm gonna pencil whip 3, and just throwing Brad Keselowski in there. He's hanging tight. Kevin Harvick slips out of my power 5, and then 1 and 2 stay the same for me as last week. It's Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. So through everything, Joey Logano somehow is still just hanging on.
He was really good this weekend too.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it for that. All right, TJ, heading into New Hampshire this week, and we got the prior year's winner was Kevin Harvick, and he actually bumped Kyle Busch out of the way to win the race. And what's the quote, TJ? What's the quote?
Kyle Busch said, "How you race is how you get raced."
That's right. So maybe Kevin has something coming to him, and maybe he'll remember that. You know, the driver has the memory of an elephant.
That's right.
So I hear.
Where's the elephants have the memory of a driver?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Anyway, what do our driver rankings for New Hampshire look like? Because to be honest with you, it's kind of a hodgepodge, and I feel like Denny Hamlin's up there. I think Denny's a solid up there. Obviously Kyle, obviously Harvick, and I think even Martin's up there. What do you got?
So since 2017, which I guess they just take a year where the majority of the drivers that are active now.
Go back 5 years. That's stupid.
Yeah, it should, but
and they should include anybody that hasn't raced there at least 3 times.
Right. So this one actually, everyone on here has raced at least 3 times except for Alex Bowman and William Byron. So I'm just going to completely ignore them.
Yeah.
But Martin Truex has an average finish of 4th, so he's the top guy there. And then followed by Kyle Busch, average finish of 5th, and Kyle Larson, average finish of 5.33. Denny Hamlin, you said, he's got an average finish of 8.67, so he's like 5th on the board.
Terrible.
Jimmy Johnson.
Harvick too, I said.
Oh yeah, Kevin Harvick has a 14 average finish there. Wow. Jimmy Johnson is 11.33. And Ryan Newman's got an average of 15.33, which is pretty good. They're all like in the top 15 of ratings.
I'm going to pick my guy to win the race. Not my guy, but my guy to win the race.
Right.
Is got to be Kyle Busch. He is either going to wreck himself or win the race.
Think so?
I mean,
and he's pretty good about winning after coming so close.
That dude overcomes adversity, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give him that, right? I mean, gotta give him that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Kyle.
Okay.
I'm just making it official.
Sorry.
I'm gonna pick Kyle Busch.
All right. I'm gonna pick someone who's not even on here, but got his first win there, and it's his home track. I'm going with Joe Lowe.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't call him Joe Lowe, though.
No?
No.
Lagoons.
So the Lagoons is because one time we were texting Joey Logano.
And it just auto-corrected.
The Lagoons. So he was forever dubbed.
It's forever. lagoons.
So, hey, look, I know it wasn't that exciting of a show, and we apologize. It's mostly TJ's fault, but come back next week.
I'll be here in my garage sweating. He'll be in the AC.
I got my AC on. Come back next week. No, we really appreciate everything. And stay tuned to the handles. Instagram, boom. Twitter, boom. Facebook, boom. All right there. Go there. Give us likes. Give us thumbs up. Whatever it is, at whatever social thing you go to.
Yeah.
Do that.
Make us feel loved.
Hit the subscribe button if you could here on YouTube. And like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to lie. Just if you do like it, hit it.
We don't like negativity.
Yeah, I don't like negativity, but I mean,
hey, if you have criticism, like what's it called? Yeah.
So anyway, thank you to SeatGeek. Thank you to all of you for listening. Thank you to everybody who actually subscribes and likes the video and comment too. We'd like the comments. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate it. For TJ, I'm Sean. Till next week, we're out. See ya.